Welcome back, everybody, to the AnythingOU Podcast on the Chris and Drew Show. Today, we have the Sooner summary for you guys today. I had to miss it last week because I was pretty busy. That one's on me. And as always, man, I'm your host, Christian Williams. I've got my main man, my co-host, Drew England. Drew, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm great. I am great. It's always a great day to be a Sooner.
For sure. But before we get into the video, we got to tell you a little bit about our sponsors, www.hornsdownshop.com. You want to go pick up all your cool OU gear that you won't be able to pick up anywhere else, you can do so there, like the Stoop Scope shirt, the Deshaun White shirt that's popping up right now as well, the Bring in the Boom. Got a couple of other ones too, and sooner or later you can support us too. So we'd really appreciate you guys going to check them out. Link in the description as always. And hey, let's get in the Sooner summary. Welcome back, everybody. Today we got quite a few stuff to talk about, man. Baseball's killing it. Dude, that Texas game. Today we were recording on Saturday when we whooped Texas. Today in the baseball game, Drew, was a pretty good one, man. We'll get into that in a little bit. Softball, still killing it. We'll get into that as well. But hey, Drew,
as always,
we got to talk about this hype train going on down there in Norman, Oklahoma, because this football team, this hype surrounding the team, man, it's getting pretty crazy. And I know that we're always talking on Twitter Spaces about it. People are always constantly asking our opinions on it. And I feel like it's time we touch base up on, since we're getting close to the spring game, kind of touch up on the hype and what we should be excited about and be looking for out of this new team. So,
yeah.
First off, what are you excited for? I know we've touched on it on previous Sooner summaries as like a brief assumption of like what we're excited for, but like I want to dig deep into it. Like, what are you excited for? What are you nervous for? What do you don't think we're going to do that well? What do you think we're going to be amazing at? Stuff like that.
Hey, man, I don't know if we have enough time for as much excitement as I feel for this team coming in. It's finally April, so that means we're just a couple weeks away from the spring game. Man, pack the palace, guys. You know, it's going to be amazing. We're going to be down there. We got some stuff in the works, some events and stuff going down. So it'll be a fun time down there in Norman. But man, I'm excited for I guess the potential of this team. You know, they've come in, you know, the old staff transitioned out, new staff came in, and it seems like, you know, from everybody that I've been talking to, you know, a few players, things like that, is they're really gelling together, man. They're really buying into the culture that Coach Venables and the new staff is bringing, you know, and just there's a lot of excitement. I think these guys first get out of the weight room a little bit, get on the field, practice, see what this new system's about, the new offense, the new defense, things like that, and just playing football. You know, they can get back to playing football after all this, you know, stuff with Lincoln Riley and everything like that's done. And I feel like we've turned that page and we're like, all right, we're moving forward. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited for that we're finally flipping that page and we're going into spring practice. A lot of good stuff coming out of the first week or so out of spring. We got to see Dylan Gabriel's first media interviews, stuff like that. Seems like he's really gelling well with the new teammates, the new offense. He's kind of a coach on the field, obviously, because he knows that system better than anybody else. And so I'm excited that you know we've welcomed him in. The players that have been there, the new guys coming in, early enrollees, stuff like that. And so, and then I'm excited to see what the defense is going to bring. You know, for so many years we've had offensive oriented, you know, kind of mindset, but now we're bringing the boom, as Deshaun's shirts say. So I'm excited about that. I think if you asked me, what am I most excited about? To see that defensive mindset, you know, come back and to see what we can be on that side of the ball.
I mean, yeah, and I think it's true in pretty much every sport. Defense wins championships. And, you know, obviously offenses over time have gotten a lot better. And, but yeah, I mean, I'll be the one to say it. The defenses we've been accustomed to the last couple of years have been awful. And that's just, unfortunately,
by our standards.
And unfortunately, that's the truth, is that it just has not been there. And, you know, you're going to see a lot of, we don't have to score 40 points a game. Are we going to score 40 points a game? Probably, yeah. But are we going to have to? No. It'll be nice because we haven't been able to get our secondary good looks, stuff like that, give them playing time because we've been on our heels especially last season. Every freaking game we didn't know if we were going to win. So
yeah,
way too many situations last year where we had to come back, or we just had to get to the clock turn zero because the game was trending in the wrong direction. So
yeah. And by no means am I going to say that, Brent Venables is a Nick Saban, but if you look at the track record of coaches that have won national championships, to your point, Kirby Smart, defensive minded, Nick Saban, defensive minded, those kind of coaches have been successful as a defensive minded coach. Am I saying Brent Venables is? No, but he has that mindset. He's been in 8 national championship games, won 3. He's got that mindset. That staff knows how to win big games. And I think that culture is going to be set, and that standard is already, been laid, and it's go time,
Yeah, I mean, and then kind of bring back my point again, like we were just talking about, defense wins championships, and Brent knows how to get there. And no knock on Lincoln, he's a great offensive minded coach. We just didn't have the other side of the ball. And so it'll be nice to have a full, complete team. And yeah, I agree. Go pack the Palace, man. This spring game. Woo! I expect this to be like 60 plus, Drew. I mean, I expect a ton of people to be here.
There's gonna be a lot of people in the Palace and around the stadium on that Saturday, and I'm excited. So
yeah, I'm thrilled. And if Sooner Nation, you'll ever want us to shoot out like a long video kind of breaking it down, we've said it before, we'll say it again, we'll definitely do it. Just let us know what you guys want. But hey, Drew, give us a breakdown of this baseball game, man.
Yeah, today, I mean, we're shooting, like you said, we're shooting this on Saturday, 4-2 game against Texas. The Sandman, David Sandlin, got on the bump. I mean, he carved up Texas for the first 5-6 innings. I mean, really good baseball. I like the grit. We came back. We lost one yesterday, but we came back, and this team, I think, has a theme of just grinding it out, man, finding a way to win, or just not giving up in games and just grinding and going until, the last out. And so I think it's going to bode well for them moving into the Big 12 season. Baylor, we won that series. Tomorrow, hopefully we get that dub and another series win against Texas. And Tuesday night against Oklahoma State in Tulsa, that was a big win. So, but yeah, this team is a never say die kind of attitude, and they just keep plugging along. And I like the trajectory of where the Sooner baseball team's heading.
Yeah, it's nice to see. And we've kind of touched on it before, but it's good to see all around athletics just trending in the right direction of like what Oklahoma standard is was just be great, be the best version of yourself that you can be, and be the best team that you can be. So, dude, this softball team, Sooner Nation, if you didn't see the tweet that I brought up, I put it up. I've been slandering ESPN quite a lot lately because and I get it, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I have to work through. This softball team is not getting the national light that they should be because they're literally making history. This team could very well go undefeated. Drew, I don't know about you, man, but I do not see another team in the country beating our softball team in a 2-game series. I just don't see it. We could pick a loss up in the regular season, but man, I don't see it. I see a repeat.
Yeah, I don't think when we get to that, I mean, all signs pointing towards that 3-game championship series in Oklahoma City. I don't think a team can beat us twice in a series. And, especially after last year, we were like, all right, what's this team going to look like? And then, we had Plank on for that preview and stuff like that. And it's like, wow, is this team better than last year's team? And I would say
they are.
Yeah. So, I mean, we got to transfer in Hope Troutline, Jordy Ball. I mean, freshman. Wow. Dude. Like, and it's like, all right, what I think the only way we get beat is if we beat ourselves.
Yeah.
If we just go out and we have a bad game, we don't score runs, we walk some people, do that kind of a sloppy game. I think that's the only way. No disrespect to any other teams. There's some good teams out there, but like you said early in the season, it's Oklahoma and then everybody else. And It's still that way. So
yeah, and it's nice to see that, like, I'm still right,
Yeah. I mean, it's I know we had Florida State fans chime in, whatever it was, and they ended up picking up a loss or two. But right now, the only way we lose is if we beat ourselves.
Yeah, and it's impressive to see, man. Like I just said, this team could have the chance to make history, and they're just special, man. They are just special. As of right now, Student Nation, I kind of want to jump into this real quick. Gymnastics is having a meet currently while we were recording this. I can't give you the breakdown, but I can tell you that they most probably are winning. So
they actually they won, so they're on to the NCAA championships. Well, so they just finished not too long ago. Yeah.
Okay.
And so there we go.
Hey, I mean, it's another natty, and it's looking like, so it's just it is cool to see two sports we have in our program, gymnastics and softball. We're getting all the best people. We have the best coach. And we're just killing it. We're on a different level.
Golf. Golf is number one.
And golf is number one. Like, it's just like, hey, in football, hopefully, sometime this season they'll be, we'll be back up in that. But
what a time to be alive as a Sooner fan,
Dude. Hey, and there's nothing going on in Norman, I'm sure everybody's having a lot of fun there, and everyone's just kind of ready for the spring game, Sooner Nation. So weather's great, everything's good, and like Drew likes to say, man, I could not be more happy to be a Sooner fan right now.
Hey, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you're at the Sooner game, hit us up. We'll be around. We may have some things in the works, so we'll throw out some details here in the next couple weeks about possible little get together or something like that. But we'd love to see you guys, meet you guys, and have some fun watching this new regime. The Brent Venables era starts. Sure. April 23rd. So
hey, if y'all want to autograph or anything, I'm not going to say no. That'd be kind of humbling, kind of cool. But yeah, man, it's a good day. It's always good.
I'll sign one or two as well.
Yeah, so, yeah, there you go. Hey,
I'm not gonna be mean.
It might be worth something one day. You never know. Well, that's all I got, brother. You got anything else?
Hey, as always, it's a great day to be a Sooner.
For sure.
Any day you wake up and you're not a Texas fan, you're living on the right side of of life. So
yeah, you woke up on the right side of the bed today for sure. That's been everything, Sooner Nation. Love you guys. That's been everything on the AnythingOU Podcast and the Chris and Drew Show. We really hope you guys enjoyed this Sooner summary today. And as always, man, I am your host, Christian Williams. I got my co-host, Drew. Drew, you got anything you want to leave the people with?
Hey, as always, thank you so much for your support, for your likes, for your follows. If you haven't yet, hit that subscription button down there below, bell for notifications. Hey, go pick up that swag at hornsdownshop.com. So that's all I got. Boomer.
Sooner.